Black and White Spaces promotes unity, understanding, and collective sharing for marginalized Black intersections that are rarely, if ever, told. We're dedicated to expanding the Black narrative through education, elevation, liberation, and celebration for all Black people. Hey y'all, it's Jakaya, and thank you so much for listening to the Black and White Spaces podcast. Welcome back to Black and White Spaces. On today's episode, I have J. Michael Wilson. He is a New York transplant, raised in Virginia, and an inspiring artist and wardrobe stylist. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So I want to start off by asking, what are some of your identity markers?
Pronouns are he, him. I identify as a gay male. Sometimes femme passing or masculine. I don't really like to put like a label on it or anything like that. But if I were to like categorize it, it'd just be like gay male, period.
Awesome. So as a gay man, do you ever feel, a Black gay man, do you ever feel as if you're having to choose your fight between matters within the LGBTQ plus community and matters within the Black community?
It doesn't come up for me as much. And I don't know if that's like a blessing or a curse, but when I do come across it, it's always a fine line to kind of balance those two out. Because where I grew up, and especially where I went to college, it was majority white people that I hung out with, and the gay people that I hang out with now, even in New York, majority of them are white. And so I always have to kind of balance when I pick fights for LGBTQ plus, and then for Black people, because then I have to kind of present in a way as like, oh, I'm fighting for both, but if I say the wrong thing, then I have to kind of defend both separately. And I do feel that shouldn't be the case in some instances, is trying to defend separately when both are marginalized groups. And so I would say it's hard, but it's something that I have to live with, which is kind of also a sad thing, that I have to like live with that fact that I always have to split them up just because. So.
Yeah. And I feel like it shouldn't be that way. Definitely shouldn't be that way, just because as two marginalized groups, they're entirely our identities. So it should just be, I'm fighting as a Black gay man, I'm fighting as a Black lesbian woman. It should just be that.
Exactly. I shouldn't have to like fight as a Black man within the gay community. And I will say things have somewhat gotten better within the gay community, but I'm sure, as you know, just like within that, there's racial divides and things like that, especially with gay men. There's like, they always want to say it's like a prejudice, or like that's just my preference kind of thing, and it always stems from something else deep within. So
definitely. I feel that there's always been, and this honestly really shocked me, and I started seeing more of it when Trump was elected, and it was a lot of gay white men who supported Trump. And it kind of was like shocking, because it's like, you're a marginalized group that he doesn't support.
exactly.
So that within itself, being a person of color, specifically Black, within this also marginalized community, it feels hard to be seen. Um, so yeah. Do you ever feel like what has your experience been navigating that as a gay man, a black man within the gay community? What has your experience been like with that?
Yeah, it's a lot of